Before you even think about selling your XLM, let me ask you this. Do you actually understand why it just surged 150%? Or are you about to make the same mistake as everyone who dumped XRP at 50 cents before it rocketed to $3? Look, here's the truth. Most people don't understand what's happening right now with XLM. They see the price jump and assume it's just another pump and dump. They're ready to take their profits and move on. But what if I told you this is way bigger than that? What if this surge isn't a flash in the pan, but the beginning of something much more significant? This is not just another pump. This isn't some random spike triggered by market sentiment. There's something much deeper going on here. If you don't understand the real forces at play, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're playing the game blind, just like everyone who watched XRP shoot up to $3 and said, "I'll catch it on the next dip," only to realize they missed the entire wave. The fact is, timing the market is nearly impossible. And if you're constantly waiting for that perfect moment to jump in, you're going to miss out on the bigger picture. So, before you make any decisions about your XLM, let's make sure you understand exactly what's driving this surge. Otherwise, you'll be left behind, watching from the sidelines as it continues to rise. By the end of this video, you'll understand why XLM exploded in value, and more importantly, you'll learn the lessons from history that show where it's heading next. Is this the calm before the storm? Or is this just a flash in the pan? Is it too late to buy? Or is this rally only getting started? We're going to break down what's happening behind the scenes and uncover the key factors that are pushing XLM's price to new heights. We'll also look at what history can teach us, because in the crypto world, history doesn't repeat itself, but it sure does rhyme. And most importantly, I'm going to show you whether you're still in time to get on board, or if you're already too late to the party. Let's break it down. The real reason XLM surged 150%. Let me tell you straight up. Mainstream media is going to tell you it's just market momentum. But that's a lie. The truth is much deeper than that, and it's time you understood what really went down. Here's what actually happened. Whale accumulation. The smart money loaded up. Let's start with something that most people won't tell you. Whale accumulation. Weeks before this 150% surge, whale wallets were quietly scooping up XLM. They didn't do this on the open market where everyone could see them. They were strategically buying large amounts off exchanges out of sight from the retail crowd. Why? Because they knew something was coming. This isn't just about some random investors pumping a coin. These are deep-pocket investors, the kind who know how to read the charts and know how to move markets. They were positioning themselves well in advance, slowly and steadily reducing the supply of XLM on exchanges. Why does that matter? When there's less supply on exchanges and demand starts to rise, prices have to go up. Simple supply and demand economics, right? And when that price begins to climb, it triggers a massive FOMO cycle among retail traders, who jump in thinking they've missed the boat, pushing the price even higher. That's exactly what we saw here, and it's not by accident. Institutional adoption. Stellar's power move. Now let's talk about institutional adoption. This isn't some potential news or maybe one day. It's happening right now. Franklin Templeton, one of the largest asset managers in the world, has integrated Stellar for tokenized securities. This is huge. Tokenized securities are the future. They're digital assets backed by real-world assets like stocks and bonds. And Stellar's the blockchain they've chosen to bring that to life. This is massive institutional validation. Franklin Templeton didn't choose Stellar on a whim. They did their homework and Stellar passed the test. But it doesn't stop there. Paxos is also bringing stablecoins to Stellar's network, boosting liquidity in ways we've never seen before. Now we're talking about serious financial infrastructure, the kind that is going to push the entire ecosystem forward. This is real-world adoption, not just speculation. And it's only going to get bigger. Bitcoin's influence, the macro factor everyone overlooks. Here's something most people miss: the macro influence of Bitcoin. It's not just a coincidence that XLM surged when Bitcoin broke through key resistance levels. Bitcoin leads the market, and when it moves, altcoins like XLM follow. When Bitcoin breaks those crucial price levels, it gives other cryptos the confidence to break free of their own resistance zones. We're seeing that right now with XLM. This isn't random. This surge is part of a much larger shift in the crypto dynamics. Bitcoin's breakout is giving altcoins like XLM the momentum they need to make their move. And when Bitcoin goes bullish, altcoins tend to outperform, with some even making multiple times their previous value. That's exactly what we're seeing with Stellar right now. The question is, how long will this last, and where can XLM go from here? The charts are screaming, pay attention. Let's talk about the hard data, the charts, the levels, and the one signal that could determine whether XLM explodes past $1 or stalls out. First, resistance levels. Right now, XLM is battling a critical ceiling at 43 cents. If it doesn't break through, we're looking at a temporary rejection. But if it does, that's where things get interesting. Because if momentum holds, the next logical stops are $0.60, then 86 cents, and from there, the runway to $1 is wide open. But what happens if we pull back? That's where support levels come in. If XLM dips, keep your eyes on 27 cents. That's the key zone where buyers need to step in. If that holds, it's just a healthy retrace before the next move up. But here's the danger zone. If XLM breaks below 27 cents, it risks resetting to 22 cents before making another attempt. That's a full-blown correction. Now, let's talk about the real signal, the one thing that separates a breakout from a fake-out: volume. Right now, trading volume is 10x the average. That's not normal. That's not weak retail action. That's big money moving in fast. And here's what you need to know: volume precedes price. Whenever we see this kind of volume spike, it means demand is overpowering supply. If this continues, XLM has a clear shot to breaking $1 plus. The question now is simple. Is this just the start? Or is it already too late? Should you buy now? Let's get one thing straight. Whether you should buy right now depends entirely on your game plan. Are you in this for a quick flip? Or are you playing the long game? Because the approach changes everything. For short-term traders, first rule: don't FOMO. Chasing green candles is how people get wrecked. Instead, be patient and wait for pullbacks. Here's what you need to watch. Entry zones: look for re-entry opportunities near strong support levels. If XLM dips to 27 to 30 cents, that's where buyers should step in. Stop losses: if you're trading, you must have an exit plan. Crypto moves fast, and if the market turns, you don't want to be the one left holding bags. A tight stop loss protects you from sudden reversals. Confirmation, volume, and momentum are everything. If XLM retests support and bounces with strength, that's a solid entry signal. But if it keeps bleeding, wait, it's better to miss a trade than force a bad one. For long-term investors, this isn't the peak. This is the start of a new cycle. And if you've been in crypto long enough, you know what that means. DCA is your best friend. Trying to time the exact bottom is a losing game. The smart move: dollar cost averaging, DCA. Stacking gradually over time instead of going all in at once. Stellar's fundamentals have never been stronger. Institutional adoption, increased liquidity, and real-world use cases are lining up perfectly for XLM to cement itself as a top-tier blockchain. This isn't just another pump. It's real growth. The biggest mistake? Waiting until XLM is already at $1 plus before deciding to buy. That's when the masses FOMO in. That's when market makers start taking profits. That's when you become exit liquidity for whales. Right now, you have a choice. Position yourself before the wave fully hits, or wait until everyone else is already piling in. One path builds wealth. The other ends in regret. Let's be real, XLM's 150% move is not random. This isn't some temporary hype cycle. This is calculated, strategic, deliberate. Whales didn't suddenly wake up and decide to pump XLM for fun. They knew something. They positioned early. They accumulated while retail was distracted. Now, institutions are stepping in, Bitcoin is leading the charge, and the liquidity floodgates are opening. This is the kind of setup that defines bull markets. So the question isn't if XLM can go higher. The question is, are you early or are you late? Are you the one stacking before the breakout, or the one chasing green candles when it's already too obvious? Because history is ruthless. It doesn't reward hesitation. The biggest gains are made before the masses wake up, not after. Drop a comment below. Where do you think XLM is heading next? $1? $3? Higher? Let's see who actually understands the game. And if you're serious about navigating this market like a pro, watch this next, where we break down exactly how stellar XLM could lead the post-Trump crypto boom in 2025. This is Be Crypto Smart, bringing you the truth behind the charts. Stay sharp, stay ahead, and I'll see you in the next one.